I think it is obvious to all of you that at the course of the talks and meetings that have taken place in Moscow, the problem of regulation Ukraine conflict has also been addressed. We are grateful to all our guests, our friends, for the attention they devote to this conflict and for the efforts that they make to finish the conflict. In this regard, I believe it is necessary to address this issue separately. In this respect, I want to say that in the past, Russia has repeatedly proposed ceasefire initiatives in the past, but these initiatives have always been sabotaged by the Ukrainian side. For example, the Kyiv regime demonstratively violated about 130 times the 30-day. I want to stress this 30-day moratorium from March 18 to April 17 on strikes on energy facilities, which was declared in accordance with our agreement with the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump. The Easter truce initiated by Russia was also not observed. The ceasefire regime was violated by Ukrainian units almost 5,000 times. Nevertheless, for the celebration of Victory Day, which we consider to be a holy holiday for us as well, one can only imagine that we have suffered 27 million casualties. We declared a ceasefire for the third time on this holy holiday. At the same time, we have also conveyed to our colleagues in the West, who, in my view, are sincerely looking for ways to achieve a settlement, our position on this issue, on the ceasefire on Victory Day, that in the future we do not rule out the possibility of extending the terms of this ceasefire. But, of course, after analyzing what will happen in these next few days, based on the results of how the Kyiv regime will respond to our proposal. And what do we see? What are the results? The Kyiv authorities, as you can see for yourself, have not responded at all to our proposal for a ceasefire. Moreover, after our proposal was announced, and this happened, as you remember, on May 5 this year, the Kyiv authorities launched large-scale attacks from May 6 to 7. The strike involved 524 unmanned aerial vehicles and a number of Western-made missiles, and at the same time, 45 uncrewed boats in the Black Sea were also used. Actually, during these 3 days of our declared ceasefire, on May 8, 9, and 10, what you also saw from the media was happening. Actually, from your reports, it was clear. 5 targeted attempts were made during that time to attack the state border of the Russian Federation in the Kursk region, and at the junction with the Belgorod region, precisely during the days of our declared ceasefire. In addition, 36 more attacks were launched in other directions. All these attacks, including attempts to penetrate the territory of the Russian Federation in the Kursk and Belgorod regions, have been repelled. Moreover, our military experts believe that these attacks had no military significance whatsoever. They were carried out purely for political reasons, and the enemy suffered very heavy losses. As I said, the authorities in Kyiv not only rejected our proposal for a ceasefire, but, as we have all seen, they also tried to intimidate the leaders of the states gathered for the celebrations in Moscow. You know, dear colleagues, when I met with my colleagues here in Moscow, I had this thought. Let me share it with you. Who were they trying to intimidate among those who came to Moscow to celebrate the victory over Nazi Germany? Who were they trying to intimidate? After all, those who came to us are leaders not by their official position, not by their position. They are leaders by their character, by their beliefs, and by their readiness to defend their beliefs. And who was trying to intimidate them? Those who stand at attention, salute and applaud former SS soldiers, and hail as national heroes those who collaborated with Hitler during World War II. It seems to me that this is an assassination attempt with clearly unsuitable means, and those who are trying to do it are not up to the mark. I would like to reiterate my gratitude for the mediation and efforts made by our foreign partners, including China, Brazil, Africa, the Middle East, and most recently the new administration of the United States of America, to find a peaceful solution to the Ukrainian crisis.